I was watching Tim Hardaway Jr. highlights and just, plays that they run for him to get a sense of how Klay Thompson might look in that situation, right? And very quickly you realize that they have nothing for this guy. It's very few sets. It's a lot of when he gets open in the corner.
What's been different about the defense from your perspective tonight? From ours?
This leads to a little bit of the concern that I have, where Klay Thompson has had the luxury of being able to play in an offense that's been catered to him and Steph Curry for pretty much his entire career, right? The plays that they have are geared towards getting them shots. And that's something that gets taught, those principles, those concepts. It's something that gets taught to everyone coming into that organization. And now you put him in a situation where Luka Doncic is gonna dribble the ball fucking 400 times a game. And then he's gonna complain and bitch to the referees. And now, granted, obviously, this is just off of what we've already seen happen. I hope that he can adjust some of these things, right? Because he is a great player. But a competitor like Klay Thompson, right? How will he react to his own teammate being like that? Now, maybe he can get through to him, right? Because Klay Thompson very quietly is a super fiery, competitive, fierce player. You don't like playing defense and you don't have those qualities, right? So how will that translate? Can he and the rest of the team help Luka Doncic in that sense instead of getting frustrated, right? A couple games go by where Klay is kind of just chilling at the corner, not getting the shots. How will that look? Because you got to think, right? Last year, Luka scored 34 a game. Kyrie was at like 26, 27 a game. Tim Hardaway Jr. scored like 12, 13 a game last year. Or 14 a game last year on I think he was getting up like 12 shots a game. Let's see. Yeah, he's been getting up about 12 shots a game in his time on the Mavericks. He's like a 42% field goal, 42% from the field, and probably close to 37%, 38% from three. Versus, and that's good for, how many did I say? 14 a game, right? Compare that to a Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson is, for his career, takes roughly 16.1 shots, and this is with the off years, and is a 19.16 points per game scorer. In those years where he's scoring 20 plus a game, he's getting up 17, 16, 18 shots a game, 46, 47% shooter, 42, 41% from three. I mean, you're just getting a different player. So will the Dallas Mavericks get him those extra, if you're thinking about Tim Hardaway, that's an additional 6 shots, 5 to 6 shots a game that you're going to need to find for Klay Thompson. 3 of them being threes, because Klay is getting up about 9 to 10 threes a game. So will Luka adjust? I don't really worry about Kyrie. I think he knows what to do and he's done it before. Can Luka adjust to that, right? And maybe just the respect for Klay, his NBA champion, competitive. I'm sure it won't take long for them to get into shooting competitions to really realize this guy is fucking him. So how quickly will those things translate? I've been expecting Klay Thompson to come in fucking hot. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Klay shoot the shit out of the ball and mess around and really put up some crazy numbers, because he's always been capable of it, right? And he's a person that doesn't need the ball to dribble around and stuff, but if he could shoot a really high clip for them and get to 18 to 20 a game, they're going to be a problem.